any means, my enemies in plenty reach. So if the need is get them lean to get a lead, then shit'll lean like Little Lee. Hit them clean until they clean up the mirror like shit is me. And then I'm trying to regroup thoughts. All these plans I was making to get me moved off and didn't know it right. Now that I know it right, I'm ducking cameras on the corner trying to blow the lights. Blowing lights, car covered in scars, cutting the smog, and the smoke screams under the stars. What a facade. When the smoke seems up and beyond, I bust a Yui. I'm old school. All of my slang is that truly.
Hey, yo. Per usual, as usual, always back at it. Always with the business, always with the shits. Black Eggs and Ham Show. And got another one here for you. You know what? I woke up with a little bit of an attitude today. Just a little bit. And I don't know where the fuck it came from. You know, I had a wild hair up my ass and haven't pulled it out yet. And thankfully, that anger has been redirected in the proper area for it. And y'all can get to hear that shit. This is how I feel. Okay? We're gonna get right to it. This is how I feel right out the gate. I think people need to start leaving people alone. Like, at some point, man, just do your own shit. Do your own shit, bro. Do your own shit. Don't worry about it. I can't really say don't worry about it, right? Because, I mean, I'm talking about people all the time. Or things that people do, not really people themselves. Situations that I'm, I think kind of funny style. But, for me, I'm speaking on a standpoint of like Lil Nas X, right? Leave Lil Nas X alone. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone, bro. Like, some of this shit is ridiculous. I don't give a fuck what kind of theories you got. I don't care about the theories. Theories don't matter. The theories don't matter at all. I don't care what kind of theories you got, bro. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. What does he do to you? Does he bother you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like mad niggas is homophobic. Mad niggas is homophobic. Or there's a lot of people that have had shit done to them and they have not let it go yet. So they direct that angst and that uncomfortable situation to people that they apply it to. So in their mind, if that's you, that's where the anger's going. You know what I'm saying? But niggas is mad homophobic. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if homophobic is even the right term for it. Because people have had those conversations already about what homophobia is. But that's the best way to explain it, because it seems like it's along the lines of something that you don't understand. You're showing some kind of fear towards it, or you're angry towards it. What would that be stemmed off of? Is that hate? I mean, dislike, I don't think so. Because dislike ain't never made me want to say some wild ass shit to a nigga. I just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's talk, first of all, Lil Boozy. First of all, I'm almost positive Lil Boozy had a situation when he was younger. There's no way anybody can prove to me that he didn't. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you was daddy or his mama, his grandpa, uncle. Something happened to this nigga. Something happened to him, son. Something happened to him. Because he be so angry. Like, this nigga walks around a house doing lives talking about Lil Nas X. Angry, though. Now, I'm not talking about dialogue. I'm talking about anger. Like, he's, like, obviously angry as fuck. About, and that's the thing. Lil Nas X ain't really did shit yet. This nigga get mad about the shit that he say he gonna do. So if he say, "Oh, I'm gonna get naked for charity," this nigga was heated about that shit. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? Who cares? What's gonna get naked then? And he keep roping kids into it. Like, oh man, what you do? We got the kids. You can't be doing it to these kids. Gonna be seeing that shit. And I'm like, nigga, what kind of fucking kids walking? Well, first of all, I can't say what kind of kids are watching award shows, but Who the fuck? How do we even know they don't let him do that? First. Second, I'm pretty sure that hasn't been done yet. And also, in the same token, I'm pretty sure they can't just let him go up there and get naked. I think that's illegal. Something will happen. You know what I mean? That'd be a bad situation. So, obviously, he can't do that. He can't do that. But he's angry, though. Like, this nigga's mad. He's pissed. And this is what I'm saying. To where this anger is going, this is why I think it's crazy. And this is why I think something happened to this nigga. First of all, this nigga can't not help but to get mad at everything Lil Nas X does. That's weird to me. Because there's niggas out here doing all kind of wild ass shit, and you ain't saying shit about them, you're not trolling them, you're not bringing their name up and talking about their antics and their actions. Right? I remember one time I seen on World Star Hip Hop, it was a whole family. They was having to get together or a party, whatever the fuck, and this nigga had a unloaded Uzi. And he gave it to the kid and let the kid hold it and act like he was shooting shit. That's fucking wild. That's way worse. That's way worse than Lil Nas X. Way worse. Because that kid can grow up and start killing people early. Because the atmosphere that he's in, that shit's cool. It's tight. I'm killing ops. Let's not even talk about Chicago. Let's not even stop at Chicago. Let's just talk about the culture in general. We parade people, don't talk about killing niggas. We parade people on that. When you talk about positive shit, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that shit. You know how many niggas right now are getting Vlad interviews? Not even just niggas. Let's talk to the women too. Vlad interviews, no jumper interviews from doing the worst kind of shit. Or for things that are immoral. It's not the worst kind of shit, but it's extremely immoral. And it makes you wonder, like, hey man, you need to talk to somebody. This one chick said that she fucked 50 dudes in one day. And she got an interview for that. She got an interview from that shit. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? 50 dudes. The chick before her, she said that she sucked up a whole basketball team. She got an interview for that. Okay? Should we keep going? Vlad's pretty much his whole career has been made off the backs of people who dramatic situations or shootouts, drug shit, all black people. All shit that we did, we was doing, or we pride ourselves on doing, or being happy about, boasting about, catching bodies and shit. That's all of Vlad's interviews. All of them. Beef. It's all been, don't even, I got beef with that nigga, yeah. It's like, nigga, don't do that shit. Cause you know there's no other way you'll be up there. There's no other way you'll be up there. And then he tries to make it seem as if he would have somebody up there talking about some positive shit, but he doesn't have to because nobody wants to watch that shit. We don't want to watch that. And then people get mad at how he redirects the titles. Like the title was done a specific way. That said, it's the way he puts it. It's misleading because you go to the shit like this wasn't even what the title meant. Like the way you put the title was fucking stupid. Like this nigga wasn't even angry. But when you look at the title, this nigga got cussed out by so and so. You click on it. This nigga just like, nah, Vlad, come on, man, that's not cool, bro. Come on. I'm like, this nigga did not. All right. So the clickbait. It's clickbait mostly, and people have came out and said they don't like the way Vlad be doing these titles because he's making them niggas, they making them look wild. But we award attention. Technically, Lil Boozy is awarding attention to Lil Nas X by constantly keep bringing up his name on these lives. Now, he's not the only one, obviously, of course. Also, same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine and whoever the fuck else. I just found out the homie just told me about some nigga named Lil Paru, a white kid with a tattoos all over his fucking body. Came out on YouTube, said that he's actually a fake blood. He's not even a real blood member. Blood member sounds stupid saying that. It sounds like a cult. But he's getting the attention though that he wants. Because we are like, who the fuck is Lil Paru? That's the first thing you gonna say. Like if this show was not called Black Eggs and Ham and it was called fucking the gang documents or gang life. You wouldn't be able to, you know what? I probably have a fucking, I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't have to work no more. I wouldn't have to work. I'd just be going around interviewing niggas from gangs, talking about situations and shit, and they can't get in trouble because they ain't no face. Ain't no face. Only way they'll show their face is they want to see their face. But I go around and be like, yeah, man, I'm talking to your OG. We'll talk about some, some stories and shit. That's dry snitch. That's snitching. Technically, that's snitching. I'm putting it on a podcast. It's like, you just, what do you want to talk about? I'm feeding off of the shit that I don't like the most. Right? But when you Vlad, or you Adam 22, to some degree, it's kind of toxic. Because it's like, I get that y'all niggas doing this shit and you profiting off of it. And you know that's what we want to see. But still, also, when you look at it, look at the race that they are, you look at yourself, you're like, you know what, why are we letting this happen? If I'm a black dude and I'm going around doing this shit, I'm just a nigga going around interviewing people on some hood shit. So it's adjacent to some degree. It has to be. I'm fit in the hood. I'm from the hood. Blah blah. Right. But when it's Adam 22 or Vlad, these are two white dudes. Right. These are two white dudes. Simplistically, they're white. These are two white guys, and it's like they are documenting mad urban shit. Like all of the shit is black. Black people this, black people that. Like the kind of the atmosphere of, and Adam 22 kind of mixes it up. He always has all kind of shit going on in his show. He don't really just only fixate on bringing people in that's killing people or some shit. You know what I mean? And he also put niggas on too. I'm gonna give Adam some of his credit. He put niggas on, so that's what's up. But Vlad is literally benefiting off of black people with all of the drama, with all of the drama, all of the beefs, and all of the fucking the gun talk. He profiting off of that shit. And that's why I'm like, it's not okay. I get why it's a business. If he wouldn't have a business if we didn't give a fuck about watching the shit. So that's facts. But at the same time, it still looks wild seeing him, seeing his face, seeing what he looks like, and him like, yeah, it's like what are you up to, nigga? Like, what are you up to? This dude doing all kind of songs about catching bodies. That we got to interview this guy. It's like, nigga, that sounds wild to me. Like, why you want to interview him? Interview anybody else. But it's like, nah. Now, I felt weird and funny style about wanting to interview somebody who just, I'm thinking hypothetically. I'm like, I don't know if to interview this nigga just because he's violent and he's crazy and he got a bad rap, or his resume is dirty as fuck and he be doing some wild shit in these streets. I don't want to interview the nigga for no shit like that. That's stupid. I don't want to applaud the shit that he's doing. I want to talk down to it. So technically, when you bring people on and you do that kind of shit, you're applauding the shit that they're doing. You're applauding it. So all of these people, right? And Lil Boosie's been on Vlad a couple times and had so much praise for Vlad. Like, oh, Vlad, thank you so much, Vlad. Oh, Vlad. But you got all this big shit to say about Lil Nas X. Ain't did shit to you. He ain't out here trying to convert no goddamn kids either. This nigga just making music. Whatever videos he do is his videos. Whatever music he makes is his music. Whatever these kids decide to look at, that's also a part of that shit. He didn't have them motherfucking kids. He didn't have those kids. Y'all had them kids. My son don't give a fuck about no Lil Nas X. He don't care. He when Old Town Road came out, he liked it. He said that he liked the song a lot. He loved it. And then after that, he just didn't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get locked into a trance and started wondering about his sexuality. He's fucking 6. That's what I'm like, dude, you guys are homophobic, bro. Y'all niggas is homophobic. Just be honest. Just be honest. Same thing goes for Willie D. Willie D does a video and talks about Lil Nas X when he did a Breakfast Club joint. And he was on Breakfast Club and he said, fuck your kids. And Willie D paints a picture that Lil Nas X said "fuck your kids" and had zero context behind it. Just said "fuck your kids," and then this nigga doubles down and says, "I even got back to the booty shit that Booty said. Let's talk. We about to talk about the crazy shit that these niggas are saying to slander Lil Nas X's name. I don't know Lil Nas X. I don't give a fuck. I care about what's going on, just off the strength of the principle of what you shouldn't be doing. I know some of the shit that he does is wild. It is crazy. But like I said, everybody else is doing the same thing. So you can't just go and get at him for that, but you're not gonna get everybody else. You can't do that. Cause then it looks homophobic. Like you only doing this shit cause he gay. So Willie D goes and he paints a picture that Lil Nas X said that shit with no context. I went and watched the interview. That's not even what he did. He did say that, but that's not even how he did it. There was context behind it. Willie D made it seem as if he said that shit with malicious intent, and then he doubled down and said, yeah, that's right, he wanna fuck your kids. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you say that? That's slander, bro. That's slander. And you feel that way towards him because he's gay. And mind you, these are old niggas. And Willie D, he shows that all the time how old he is. He can barely talk. He can barely talk in these goddamn videos, man. And I don't know. It's like it don't seem like a nigga that got a lot of breathing room to understand, like to really talk these situations out and figure out why niggas feel the way they feel. He don't have that. But they be so quick to jump on that shit. Whenever this nigga do something, it's like, oh, what the fuck, what? So this nigga Willie says, oh yeah, that's right, he wanna fuck your kids. That's wild as fuck. You don't say no shit like that. I don't give a fuck I don't care how much you don't like a nigga. You don't say no shit like that. What did he do to you? What did he do to you? These niggas be angry. And Willie D isn't really angry, but what he said was malicious. So he tried to apply some kind of malicious scale to Lil Nas X saying what he said in the interview. While doing that, you go and lie and say some wild ass shit, applying it to what he said maliciously. That's fucking crazy, nigga. You hurt yourself. And then you go to the comments and mad people are like, yeah, that's right, we gotta speak up. Speak up about what? Is it affecting your job? Like, I don't get what's going on, bro. What's going on? Is it hurting your family? Is your wife leaving you because of that? If Lil Nas X drops another single, or did God say, hey, man, after another single pop, and that shit go platinum, sorry, man, but I'm taking your dick. Your dick is gonna be gone. Your dick it's gonna evaporate, bro. You made that deal, my nigga. And you said there's no way this nigga will ever. Nope, he's doing pretty good. So your dick gonna be gone. Dick gone. Like, I don't get the anger and the angst and the hurt. It's crazy. And then Lil Boozy goes, as he's talking about how this nigga wanna be naked. He tried to be naked. He wanna be naked on stage. The fuck, nigga? This nigga's taking up for the baby. On that video, he was taking up for the baby. And first of all, I've already talked about the baby shit before. He didn't have to say what the fuck he said. That makes zero sense. People are trying to hop up and be like, yeah, why are you defending this nigga? He didn't have to say that. What the fuck was the point of you saying that? All of that shit he said was ridiculous. And I know people's like, oh man, well, I mean, people be saying that kind of shit. You go back in time and back in time. It's making it sound like I'm about to go to the fucking medieval times. But like back in the day when like rappers would rant. It's really ranting on stage. Which you could rant all you want. You can rant all you want. Artists, not just rappers, artists rant all the time. They rant all the time. From rock stars, R&B singers, they all rant. Kanye stay ranting. Never heard this nigga say no wild ass shit like that. He is a wild person. He is a wild person. The slavery to choice shit was crazy as fuck. That shit was crazy. Okay? And even with him saying that, it's like, alright, this nigga Kanye on one. Right? Kanye on one. Alright, we get it. But still, Kanye wasn't literally taking a shot at somebody specifically or a certain group of people. He just slavery chose, and he explained why he felt that way, which was, it was still stupid when he explained it. It was still dumb, but I think there was some thought put behind that. So he didn't just say it just because. It was some thought put behind what he said, and even if some stupid shit, there's thoughts put behind the stupid shit. This nigga, the baby, saying that he said what he said during that concert, that made no fucking sense. If you HIV free, if you AIDS free, I'm probably paraphrasing. I don't know. I remember some of the main shit that he was saying, but I don't remember the way he said it. If you ain't gonna die in a couple days, a couple weeks, or whatever the fuck, that shit, you can't even die. Like, do you know how AIDS and HIV works, nigga? But not even just that. The whole, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, and you ain't, and this, the DJ didn't help at all. The DJ didn't help at all. Saying what he, like, this shit was wild, and it seemed like he was talking about gay people. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why are you saying this? What happened for you to go on stage and say that? You know what I'm saying? And people try to act like it's first of all, it wasn't an accident. And I agree with Styles P when Styles said that this nigga's still technically on training wheels. I don't give a fuck how much money. This nigga is fresh out the hood with a bunch of money in his pocket and in his bank account. The nigga he ain't fully, you know what I mean? He ain't fully, you know what I'm saying, fuck with the bells and whistles on the bike yet. So he's still trying to figure shit out, and he gonna say and do some stupid shit, which is facts, because he has done a lot of stupid shit and said a lot of stupid shit. It doesn't take away from it, but still, I get what Styles P meant. But consequences. You don't say no dumb ass shit like that. Doesn't make sense to say that. You just know you shouldn't say that. Even if I'm chilling with the homies, there's some shit I'm not gonna say, because I don't have to. There's no reason for me to say that. It's simple, man. But Lil Boosie's taking up for this nigga Ali for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's trying to find somebody to piggyback his anger off of. And this nigga goes, and while he's taking up for the baby, he's like, "Oh, y'all cancel the baby. Y'all cancel the baby. You got this nigga talking about being naked on stage. Them kids gonna see that." And it's like, my nigga, the shit you rap about, you think that's okay for kids to listen to? Like, if we want to solely focus on, if you're doing this for the kids, like Trick Daddy said, if this is for the kids, Wu-Tang, if this is all about the kids, why? How about you change your lyrics? How about you stop? First of all, your rap, this nigga song's been flopping. Nobody gives a fuck about his music anymore, and that's probably a lot of that. I also might have a lot to do with his antics. But if you give a fuck so much about children, how about we also look at some of the lyrics in your music and some of the lyrics everywhere? Like, everybody's rapping about and saying and doing something, seeing something. Everybody, the kids are gonna see it. You can't hide that shit. Unless you put them in the motherfucking bomb shelter. You can't hide that shit from them. They gonna see it one day. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would agree that some of the things that Lil Nas X is doing is mad irregular to see on TV. Or on YouTube. It's extremely irregular. Because that's not some shit we used to seeing. We're not used to seeing that much flamboyancy. I will agree with that. And for me, it was a culture shock. Because I'm like, oh shit, this nigga not playing. He went all in. But a lot of it had to do with the way people acted once he said he was gay. A lot of it had to do with that. And I don't even know how bad the shit was, because he talked about how bad it was to a degree, to where people, like, literally was, like, talking about his soul and, you know what I'm saying, his life and what he did to them. And it's like, nigga, all he did was make a song. All this nigga did was make a song. So now he's saying he gay, like he's the worst nigga in the world now, and like, I don't what? Like, leave this nigga alone, let him make his music, man. Nigga, you don't gotta listen to this shit. You gotta watch his videos. You don't got to. But this nigga Lil Boosie goes, and this nigga says this is where I'm talking about. This nigga is angry. Like this is the peak of his anger. Now picture this. I told you this already. This nigga's walking around his house, pissed about that shit. Picture this. You think about him. Picture him walking around his house, no shirt on, angry as fuck, talking about Lil Nas X, right? Angry like somebody slapped his mama, like somebody gave his mama a rip, and he ran off. Remember the rip in the back of the head? But angry nigga, and he's like, shit, man, you might as well suck dick on live. Go on live and suck some dick. And I'm like, okay, my nigga, this is a bit much. This is a bit much now. You that mad, nigga? You that mad? You gonna say shit like this? That's why nigga be getting canceled and shit be getting blocked and he be getting booted off of stuff. Look at what the fuck he's saying about a nigga who don't even care about you. He don't care about you. You about to get fucked. Go and get fucked on live then. Turn around and let nigga fuck you on live. That's what he was saying. I'm not making this shit up at all. You can go to YouTube, look that shit up. So you so angry about us or people in general not really caring about what Lil Nas X is doing, to the point where you want to over care about it, and then go as far as to saying, hey, since we gonna let a nigga be naked on stage, which he hasn't yet, that shit hasn't even happened, you might as well just go suck dick on live and get fucked on live then. Why not? Since we're just letting the shit happen. You know who he sounds like? He sounds like the white dude on the movies that he sees like one black person go inside of a diner and drink some milk. It's like, oh fuck, that's it. It's all downhill now. They all gonna show up. They all gonna show up and drink our milk and fuck our women. That's what he sounds like. That's what he sounds like. Let's be honest. If you watch any movie, it's always that one white dude that's seen the shit begin. Like he's seen the first black dude. He's seen that nigga drink from the water fountain. And he's like, oh fuck, alright. If you gotta let him drink from that water fountain, I'm telling you, that's it. We all fucked. Now they all gonna want to come down here. I'm just letting you know, but nigga, that line. You know what I mean? Let's not act like that's not the facts. Like that's what Lil Boosie sound like. And it's like, but nigga, you think he the only gay rapper? You know how many gay rappers there are? Do you know how many gay rappers there really is? They ain't coming out, but they gay. Or I can't even say they are gay. I'm gonna say they're obviously doing things with men and women, or just men. I don't know. But it's a lot of them. Because some of them did some shit for some shit. You get what I'm saying? They did some shit for some shit. Is that gay? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys, it's levels. It's levels. That's why I'm like, come on, man. Let's stop. We gotta stop that shit. We gotta stop it, man. There's something wrong with that nigga. Something happened to him. Something happened to him. I know it did. And then he would say shit like, come on, man. Everybody ain't with that gay shit, bro. Everybody ain't with that gay shit. It's like, who's everybody? You the only nigga super pissed about it. You the only nigga this mad that I know. Pop, that's like, they got a name. A known name. That's this angry about the shit. Nobody else gives a fuck but you. Shouldn't that say, and he's people that aren't, nobody knows, like fucking regular ass people are in the comment section on his shit, like, yeah, that's right, booty, speak up for the people, man, let them niggas know, let them know. It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Cause if you got on and you was popping, you was doing your shit, you was making money, doing something you want to do in the business or in entertainment, whatever the fuck it was, and your manager, lawyer, or whoever the fuck, the whoever signing your check was gay, you wouldn't be saying a goddamn thing. You know why? Because you don't want to fuck with your pockets. You don't want to destroy your pocket. You gonna burn your pockets, my nigga. Your pockets gonna be gone. You be pocketless, nigga. You had no money. Because you're offending people for no reason. Nobody did shit to you. So you just bashing a gay dude just because of how he's doing things, and not realizing how many people are gay that are in the exact business that you want to be in, that didn't do nothing to you, didn't harm any damn body, they just living their life. That's why it doesn't make sense. So all these niggas in the comment section got 9 to 5s. And I'm pretty sure they probably kick it around niggas that's also homophobic. That's why I'm like, bro, y'all niggas is homophobic, man. All the people that's in, even women, everybody that was in that comment section with Lil Boozy talking about he's speaking for the people, and then Lil Boozy go on Breakfast Club after all that shit, which was I think a couple months ago, and they try to get this nigga to like, hey man, look, you can't be, come on man, you gotta relax, my nigga, you gotta chill out. He's like, what am I mean, he making it seem like there's a massive group of people who just all are on board with this nigga. Like, yeah man, that's right, nigga. And it's like, bro, y'all making up for something. There's something that you're lacking and you're trying to make up for by attacking this nigga. What is he doing in real life? What is he doing to anybody? Have you thought about that shit? He's not doing shit to nobody. He ain't hurt no goddamn. What is he doing? That's when y'all niggas are just homophobic and y'all angry. And there's another nigga like talking about masculinity, you know, like, what is masculinity for real? Anybody ever wondered? Anybody ever asked that question? What is masculinity? What does it look like? Who has it? Who's masculine? I understand there's certain mannerisms that you could use or show that will seem masculine. Yeah. But when it comes to masculinity being spoken of according to a man, what is masculinity? How was a nigga masculine? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you a man? Besides your dick, what makes you a man? That's the real question. Because a lot of the shit that y'all niggas is out here doing, the shit y'all mad about, y'all bitching about, it seems very unmasculine to me. You angry, you running around like the nigga on South Park talking about they gonna take our jobs. What you mad for? What you mad for? Ain't nobody worried about you, my nigga. Nobody's worried about you. Just do your shit. And when somebody starts stepping on your porch when you doing your shit, now you could say something. Ain't nobody fucking with you, man. Why you bringing people? Why you getting? You know what I mean? I don't get it. I get it, but I'm like, you know. And this whole, like, niggas saying pause, like, oh, pause. Nigga, we know you not. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. You know what the fuck I'm saying when I say it. You know what I'm saying when I say it. I'm not about to be saying pause. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not saying pause on nothing. I'm not pausing shit. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna talk, how I'm gonna talk, and that's it, nigga. I'm not doing pause, nothing. We ain't doing no fucking pause. Don't pause me. Pause yourself. And when you doing that shit, it's kind of funny style, because it's like, nigga, why you saying pause? Like, you think I'm gonna take it gay? You think I'm like, oh, whoa, this nigga really, you know, you really feel like, no, nigga, you talking. We talking. Don't fucking pause me, nigga. You talking about? If you say some tough, some real deal shit, what I'm gonna say? Straight. Oh, straight. Like, nigga, this is dumb. It's stupid. Like, if you, on top of that, let's also keep it going. I don't think anybody who's gay that's having a conversation is saying pause to somebody. They just talking. So if you talking to them, they say some shit, you gonna assume that they talking about, they saying it sexually? It was funny in the beginning until I started thinking about it. I was like, why? Where's the confusion? I don't think we need to say pause. You know what I'm saying? That's some funny shit amongst when you younger. Like, when you younger, that's some funny shit to say. Like, oh, pause. Because you just try to catch a nigga from saying some shit that could be deemed as wild. And it's like, oh, you didn't think about that, did you? Now, what I will never let go, and I will always think it's hilarious if it has great timing, is that's what she said. All the fucking time. I'll never let that go. That's gonna be part of my life till I die. But the pause shit is out. That shit is dumb. That shit is out, dude. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's anything you could say. It's just like, bro, why are you saying pause, my nigga? We know you not like that. We know you're not saying nothing like that. Why are you saying pause? We just having a regular, and you fuck up the conversation doing that shit too. It's like, why are you saying pause, nigga? Just relax. Just talk. Have a conversation, my nigga. It's to some degree, it becomes elementary. It's like, all right, my nigga, like, damn, we could joke around, we could fuck around and crack jokes, do all that, you know what I mean? We could bullshit, but at some point, it's like, pause. You saying pause still, nigga? You fucking 30. What you saying pause for? What? It's a cheap laugh. It's a cheap laugh. And I'm not above cheap laugh. I'm just saying that shit is we kind of done. We should be done with that by now. We should be done with that. But I feel niggas don't know what. In fact, I don't think niggas know what masculinity is. And like, they don't know what it is. They don't know what real masculinity. I don't know. There's no real gauge on masculinity. Because a lot of niggas don't act. You could be a man all you want. You could think you a man all you want. And it's always somebody's gonna show you not. And what is masculine? Like being tough, being a hard ass, being tough. Like I'm a real nigga out here. It's masculine. You being a real nigga. It don't make sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's levels like responsibility, emotional intelligence, ego control. Y'all niggas don't have that shit. Y'all niggas. It took me mad years to get emotional intelligence. Mad, because I was raised to not be emotional. I was raised to not show feelings. That's that shit. I was raised that shit was gay. You showing feelings and shit? You sad about some shit? That's gay, nigga. You gay. Dead ass. When I was growing up, that's how I was raised. Because I grew up around the times when gangs was everywhere. Everybody was getting shot. Everybody was getting beat up. So being sad is not gonna help you. That shit wouldn't have helped me at all. So I kind of understand why I was hardened so much emotionally. But as I got older, I started realizing I had a kid, I can't be like that because it's not right. Like, I can't do that to him. And we live in different times, shit ain't like that no more. But I don't know, man. I feel like we could redirect the energy somewhere, man. We can redirect the energy somewhere. It don't have to always be Lil Nas X. It can go multiple places. You know what I'm saying? It can go multiple places, man. You got niggas doing gang shit and rap videos. Niggas talking about Crip this, Blood that, Woo, and I think it's the Woos and the Chews. I'm like, come on, my nigga, that's cool for kids to see. You know what I mean? You got all this ratchet ass shit happening on Instagram and on TikTok. Is that cool for kids to see? You gonna be impressionable regardless, and you gonna see that shit at some point. Now it's on the parent to make sure that they guide their child the right way, so they take the shit the right way instead of understanding that shit the wrong way and then using it or letting it fucking mess with their psyche and have some. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about the gay shit. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm talking about all the other shit. The fact that you think that a kid could just watch Lil Nas X do some shit on TV and he's like, yeah, I'm like Lil Nas X, and then like be gay, that doesn't make sense. Way before Lil Nas X was even thought of, before he was even a sperm, there was kids putting their feet inside their mama's shoes walking around the house. Cause the dad wasn't there. And the mom was that was mama. That was mama. And you a kid, you little. You just put your mama's shoes and walk around. You know what I'm saying? You put a hat or whatever the fuck your mama, you throw that shit on and walk around the house, and you think it's hilarious. Like, oh mama, you wasn't like, oh, I'm about to start taking some dick now. Like, mama take dick. No. Nigga, like, that's not how it works. Fucking Cinderella? Like, that's not how it works, nigga. Y'all niggas homophobic, son. It's just that simple. And y'all gotta be honest with yourself. Just be like, nigga, I am. Just say it. Say you homophobic. Just say it. And now we all will understand why you be so fucking angry. And I know some people ain't gonna like this shit, but you know, you can't tell me I ain't got a point. You could not like it all you don't. You could not like Lil Nas X. You could not agree with I don't agree with all the shit he doing either. I think that shit is kind of wild and overzealous. And I think it's for attention. But in the same sense, I'm not irate about the shit like that. Because I'm not blind. I see other people doing wild ass shit online all fucking day. And I don't say shit to them. So what it look like saying something to Lil Nas X? What it look like? I done see niggas jumping off the roof whenever like chicks go up there half naked, start shaking their ass and busting shit open and all that. I don't see men jumping up being pissed about that. Now there could be little girls watching that shit. There could be little girls watching that shit, son. What about them? You want to say something to them? You don't think that's impressionable? And they're gonna be fucking 6, 7, shaking their ass and spreading legs and shit. What about that weird ass fucking show on Netflix where these kids is like in fucking France or some shit and they learn how to dance and they twerking? What about that? That shit's weird as fuck. That shit shouldn't even be able to be put on Netflix. Yeah, y'all forgot about that shit though, huh? I didn't know. I bet some people don't even know about it. They had some weird ass little movie on there, and I remember at the time I forgot I was driving down Sunset or some shit, and it was like a fucking billboard, and it had chicks like it had little girls in like knee pads and fucking elbow pads with like these little tiny ass outfits. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Now I'm thinking it's like marketing for like trying to like to stop, you know, little kids from being like seeing promiscuous things, or it looked like some kind of anti shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up. Like they shouldn't be dressed like that. It's a weird thing to put on a billboard. But I seen the name. What is that? A fucking? I assumed it was a Netflix show where it's showing people what they shouldn't be doing. Like it's like, oh, look what these kids are doing out here. It's just crazy, like some shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. Kind of find out. I looked it up. I looked up because I looked up like it was when you look up the plot or whatever the fuck you look at the movie. It was people irate about the shit, and I was like, what is this though? So then I looked through the reviews of what people were saying about it. They said these are little girls on a movie that want to dance, and they got them on this fucking movie twerking. And I'm like, that's a pedophile's paradise. There's no fucking way they should have a movie like that. They shouldn't have a movie like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, almost anything could be a pedophile's paradise, let's be honest. But you shouldn't blatantly just be having little girls shaking their ass on a movie. Are you fucking high? I don't give a fuck what country it is. That shit's not cool. That's what I'm saying. You could be angry about a lot of shit. You know how much shit there is to be angry about out here? Come on. But you worried about Lil Nas X? Come on, man. And we privileged as fuck, because we live in America. How about you go to these other countries and see what's going on over there? Seeing how the women are being treated over there. Go and see that. A chick can get her ass beat just from showing her leg. Her fucking leg is showing. Her knee is exposed, and she can get slapped. Cause her fucking the knee is exposed. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I think he's mad about the wildest shit. It's like but then again, that's privilege. You have the privilege to be angry about shit like that. And people forget that too. For men and women, you got the privilege to be pissed and want to cancel people for some shit. But you go to anywhere else, you ain't canceling shit. They'll come in your house and beat your ass and shoot your mama. They'll do all that. And then guess what? There'll be no trial. There'll be no fucking court date. None of that. You're gone. You're dead. You're dead. They'll kill your whole family. Now let's see who's gonna cancel somebody. It's just it's the privilege of being American. And I'm pretty sure people who look at us from other countries, they're like, these motherfuckers out here is hilarious. They hilarious. Like, you think that's a big deal? Oh, wow, okay. Perspective. I mean, you can have your own struggles. That's facts. Like, that's personal. That's you. But when it comes to, like, something that you're irate about, and it literally has nothing to do with you at all, it's not hurting anybody, it's not affecting anybody, it seems like a cry for help. Like, you need some help. You know? But, that was my only topic, man. That shit took me 45 minutes. That was my only topic. Was talking about that shit, because I had to. I was like, this shit is getting out of control. Yeah, I had to talk about it. I gotta talk about this shit. It's out of fucking control, man. It makes no fucking sense. It's no point. You know what I mean? Mad niggas is homophobic, and that's a big problem. Get over yourself, man, and just live your fucking life, and don't stop worrying about that. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then y'all niggas want to call yourself like real niggas and all this kind of shit. How many niggas you think you've been around kicking it with and chilling with in the industry that ain't did some shit like that? Some shit that you might be like, what, nigga? What you do? Yeah, that's right. And you was kicking it with this nigga this whole time. Y'all consider yourself real cool friends. That's my boy right there. He cool. That's when I fuck with him. It's like, yeah, but this nigga is dabbling in this to that shit though. You know what I mean? He put his hand in he put his hand in somebody's pocket and leaving it in there so he can get a deal. You know what I mean? He getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? This shit getting done. This shit getting done to that man because he want to get on. He want to make it. So this shit being done to that nigga, man. You don't know. You never know. He ain't gonna tell you. Especially after seeing how you acting towards Lil Nas. Like, there's no way I'm gonna tell this nigga. That's what I'm saying. Dude, the last people you want to ask, hey, what if your kids ended up? This nigga, he can't even think about. That's what you can see it in his body. When I think Vlad had brought that shit up one time. He said, what if, I mean, I know you feel, but what if one of your kids, he's like, no, dog, I can't. He just couldn't fathom the thought that any of his kids could be gay. I was like, this nigga, you unhealthy as fuck, bro. You mentally unhealthy. But then again, you can't change everybody. You can't fix people, you know what I'm saying? I just think some of that shit is fucking crazy. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you worried about one thing, my nigga? There's so much going on that affects lots of people. Nigga, you could, with the influence that this nigga got, he could change a lot of shit. But stop worrying about one fucking person. Go and ransack the whole entertainment business. Don't just stop there, nigga. This rap shit you love so much, go dig into that shit. Start like, we better start exposing this rap game. This nigga lying, he ain't got no money. Stop following him. Stop trying to be like him, because that's fake. Go out there and get a career, you know what I'm saying? Say something to these people. Say some shit that matters. You know what I'm saying? Tell people, let people know that a lot of this is bullshit. All this Instagram and all that other shit, these females be on Instagram. These women, these chicks, that's not their life. They put on some shit that's brand new. They take the shit off, and they regular as fuck walking around. They not balling at all. They're not balling at all. They're not making all that money. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find somebody to impregnate them so they ain't gotta work. So they don't have to work no more. Now I'm not saying all of them. Obviously, I'm pretty sure there's a successful woman out there that's doing her shit, modeling or whatever the fuck it is. But I feel like people look at these Instagrams and on Twitter, and people only show the nice shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna show my car. Look at the car I'm in front of today. Oh, look at the outfit I'm wearing. I'm wearing a new outfit every single day. And it's like, alright, I mean, it seemed cool. Like, oh, yeah, I'm always going somewhere. Look at what I'm always going somewhere. And then you sit and talk to these people. It's like, oh, you fucked up. There's something wrong with you. Because this shit is never what you think it is, yo. It's never what you think it is. Styles P learned that when he came to the rap game. He said, this shit is not what I thought it was, my nigga. I got that shit fucked up. It was twisted. I had it all wrong. Shit is never what you think it is, yo. So niggas be fucking loving these females. Oh my gosh, she's so fucking bomb. I would love to be with her. And it's like, you're just going off of her looks, and you don't even know who she is. You don't know her. You're just going off of looks. You know what's look good? A chick that down the street. A chick in Walgreens right now looks bomb. She's accessible. You could talk to her, get a gauge of her personality. But these niggas is lusting over chicks. I mean, and I'm not saying you can't, you know, you could want to jack your dick. You could do whatever you want to do with these women. Who cares? I don't care. But to be in awe to the point to where you would say this wild ass shit about to these women and give them your money, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, look, you gotta fucking cool it, bro. This chick don't give a fuck. She could have another dude in a snap of a finger. Like, we gotta put your shit in perspective. Put your shit in perspective, bro. You gotta do that. And then if it's not that, if it's not her having, you know, so much pull and power due to the fact of her looks, it's the other side. You finally around a chick like that, and you be like, ugh, the fuck? She's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, why does she think like that? And it's like, there's so much that comes with this shit. And the same thing goes for niggas out there. Niggas out there always got to take a picture in front of something. Always talk about where they at. Look where I'm at. Ooh, look at me. I'm out. A nigga, relax. Cause I feel like you overcompensate when you do shit like that. If that's your whole Instagram, you're overcompensating. There's some other reason you might not be cool at all. It might just fucking look cool. Cause of course I'm gonna put the good shit on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm gonna put the good shit on there. I'm gonna put the nigga. We talking about nigga top 10 highlights. I'm putting that on there, nigga. We highlighting that bitch. I'm putting all, and I could have not done shit. In that one day, I do a bunch of shit and I just spread that shit out. Yeah, I'm over here now. I'm over here. What's that, nigga? Come on, bro. Oh, look at the car. Not my car. It's not my car. Go somewhere where you could just sit inside of a car and look like, oh yeah, take a picture of me. That's not your car. You can't afford that. Or they be in a car, and it's like, whose Maserati is that? That's not her Maserati. It's it's a nigga that she with Maserati. But she took a picture in it, so you think that she, you know what I'm saying, doing a bit. Y'all gotta stop, son. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all niggas believe in everything. It look good though. It look real good. But sometimes your life might be a little more real than theirs. And you might have to do way less compared to what they gotta do to keep up. They call that shit keeping up with the Joneses for a reason. It's sad, bro. And I don't really see women I don't really see women doing that. I see women mostly doing shit for attention. I've rarely seen chicks like going out their way to really like placate to a man. I rarely see that. But I see a lot of dudes do it. A lot of dudes be trying their hardest to get a chick's attention. It's like, bro, you gotta fucking cool it. And there's chicks I know. Bro, there's females I know, my nigga. And I'm like, check this out, nigga. She look good, but you don't want. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell her I said nothing, but you don't want her. Nigga, like, she got some issues. Oh, nigga, everybody got issues. Okay. Like I said, nigga, I'm letting you know this, and I'm telling you right now, trying to help you dodge a bullet, you know, and dodge a casket. But you don't gotta listen to me. You wanna go off of how good she look and go talk to her. But nigga, there's some shit that fucking overrules looks. So you get caught up. That's what happened to PJ. PJ fucking that Brittany Renner, whatever the fuck her name is, and she got this nigga out of 45 mil. Had a baby with got this nigga baby and everything, and said she ain't sorry. She don't give a fuck. I'm like, nigga, you know what? She kind of shit have an attitude because that nigga pursued her for the same reason that she, not the same reason, because that nigga didn't pursue her for no money, but he pursued her for what do you call that? For a less honorable reason, right? He didn't pursue her because he probably pursued her. He probably did want to talk to her. I'm gonna be honest. He probably did want to genuinely be like, I want to get to know you, those other kind of shit, but the bop, but the boop. He probably did. But it was off the strength of her looks. This nigga didn't sit down and try to get to, I don't know if the nigga sat down and tried to get to know her. I don't know how long they was dating. I don't know any of that, but she said the nigga cheated on her, right? Allegedly, she said the nigga cheated on her. So that's why she left him. And she don't feel sorry for this nigga, none of that. So I think there's a lot to that story that we don't know. We just seen that 45 mil and we was like, oh wow, that's fucking wild. That's fucked up. And I'm like, I don't really know what happened, my nigga. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to just automatically crucify her. The way she's going about it seems a bit wild, but she can do what she want to do. And that nigga should have been careful and wrap his dick up. It's kind of two things right here that could have been fixed. You can't be fucking video chicks and Instagram females with no condom. That's pretty stupid if you ask me. Would you go? That's what I'm talking about. We talking about people being enamored. Would you go and just fuck a chick out on the street with no condom on? A chick just doing her day to day. She, you know, waiting to get her car washed, and you next to her. You look, hey, you want to have sex? You're like, yeah, of course. And he just breaks his dick out and fuck you with no condom. Would you do that? If you won't do that, why when you see a video chick or a model, the first thing you think is, I'm not you wearing a condom on this one, baby. I'm gonna let this shit fly. What you think she gonna do? What you think she been doing? Y'all hilarious. Y'all niggas is funny. Y'all niggas is funny to me. I'm gonna keep being the old head that always feel like he got some more shit to learn. And I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna put all my business on a podcast. Certain things, surprisingly enough, something I do leave off of here. But yeah, man. Look at the Ham Show.